Hey, so we're going to be looking at film festivals. So, film festivals is basically where a lot of the magic happens. I've been lucky enough to be able to attend quite a few of the major film festivals. And there is such a buzz about the place. It's such a great place to be able to check out so many new films and also box office films as well. um, be able to see, all the paparazzi and the red carpet events, and just be able to check out some of the films before they actually come to market. So one film that I got to check out a year before it came out was Fair Play, which ended up being #1 on Netflix. And I remember the main buzz about Sundance was that Fair Play got picked up by Netflix for 20 million, um, which was, yeah, a huge amount. And it was a great film. I was lucky enough to actually see the world premiere of it at Sundance. So if you ever get a chance to go, I highly recommend. It is a great place to network, especially for composers, to be able to meet with producers and film directors and things like that. So every year I head to Cannes Film Festival, which obviously is in Cannes in the south of France, which isn't far from the UK. But yeah, it lives up to its name, put it that way. So many amazing, amazing films. And I was lucky enough to be the music supervisor on Francesca Scorsese's debut directorial, Fish Out of Water, which premiered at Cannes, which was overseen by Martin Scorsese. So got to meet him, and he was sat a few rows in front, 2 rows in front, watching it. And that is terrifying when you have someone of that stature watching your work. But a great experience at the same time. And he also had his film showing, Killers of the Flower Moon. Then we have Venice Film Festival, which I haven't had a chance to check out yet, which obviously is in Venice in Italy, but I heard is absolutely amazing. And then we have the Toronto Film Festival, which is what I go to every single year and have done for quite a few years. It was another reason why I decided to set up in Toronto, because was off the back of the film festival. I just loved the place. I loved the films and a lot of the Canadian filmmakers and everything. And the film festival is great. If you ever get a chance, definitely go. They had Taylor Swift there one year as well, giving a big talk about a short film that she made, that she directed, which was really, really cool. And yeah, they always have quite a few guest stars come over. But this past year was a lot quieter because obviously the strikes and everything, which did have a huge knock-on effect. So there wasn't hardly any US film actors or actresses there. Then we have Berlin Film Festival in Germany, of course, which is great for buying and selling. I haven't attended that one, but I do hear some good things about it. These are the top 5. Then I have been Sundance, which Sundance is definitely really all about the films. Got to see some amazing premieres, and it's in such a magical location. If you haven't been to Utah around January time or Christmas, it is like you're on the set of a Hallmark movie. The houses look like gingerbread houses, and with the snow, it just is a magical winter wonderland. So it is worth it, even just for that. And the skiing, of course, mixed in with the films. It is just absolutely magical. I would definitely love to go back, purely just for that as well. And I got to see some amazing documentaries and films as well there. So I'd highly recommend that one too, in Utah. So film festivals are generally, as mentioned, where no matter what level you are at, your film is a great place for it to be showcased. You've got all the buyers there. This is where a lot of the times that films will be picked up and distributed. So it's a great platform for filmmakers to have their films seen there. And as mentioned, like Fair Play getting picked up to 20 million by Netflix, a lot of great things can happen at these film festivals, and it helps the upcoming filmmakers to get credentials as well, to be able to have that stamp of approval when their film is in competition as well, especially from, any of these film festivals here. It's a great place to network as well. And I've actually landed projects myself being involved in some of these film festivals too. And it's a great time, can't deny. So yes, highly recommend. So that's typically where a lot of filmmakers will head, and obviously they bring in some box office films as well. And Sundance was also where it helped to launch people like Quentin Tarantino, with films like Pulp Fiction and things like that came from Sundance. So yeah, a lot of big filmmakers that you see now, quite a few of them broke out through some of these film festivals too. So you do have other film markets as well, like the AFM in California, the American film market, where a lot of buying and selling does go on. And that's typically mainly what these are about is, a lot of sales agents and things will attend. It's a lot of it are buying and selling, and it can, of course, all the major film production companies are situated there, and they will be taking meetings and things. The process of, okay, so we have got the big five. So the top major film studios, a lot of the box office hits come from are Universal, Paramount, Warner Brothers, Columbia Pictures, and Disney. This is, where a lot of the major funding for the big films come from with that. So these are the big five. Okay, we're going to look at top streaming platforms. So Netflix, obviously, everyone knows of Netflix, is best for original movies. Then we've got Hulu, which has been voted for having like the best for movie variety. And this is no way my own opinions. This is some research that I did, and obviously everyone has got their own opinions as to what they think. But then we've got Peacock, which is best for free TV and music streaming. We've got Amazon Prime, which is great for popular movies. We've got Disney Plus, which is great for family-friendly movies. HBO Max, which is great for Warner Media movies. And then we've got, I think this is pronounced okay, Quelly TV, best for international films. Tubi, which is best for free movies. Apple, of course, we got the exclusive Apple original shows and movies from Top Talent, the Criterion Channel, and Shudder, which features a lot of the horror films. I know that there are others, but these are some of the main ones. Okay, we're going to take a look now at some of the top countries for film. Obviously, right at the top, we've got Hollywood. Everyone knows about Hollywood, based in the United States and Canada, which has made $21.3 billion in 2020, making it the world's most lucrative sector. Hollywood is based in Los Angeles, but this is including the film business in the United States and Canada. In 2021, the sector again saw an increase in revenue post-pandemic. Hollywood accounted for about 80.5% of the total growth in 2021 after the COVID outbreak. And of course, we've just had the strikes as well, which is only just starting to move forward with that, which is going to take time. But the positive of that, for those of you that license music, is that there will be a surge and a massive increase in the need to churn out a lot of productions. So there will be a huge increased demand for that, for music. Next up, we have Bollywood, which is the unofficial term for India's Hindi film industry. Bollywood actually produces more than 1,000 films a year. India is one of the world's largest cinema entertainment marketplace, with the Indian film industry's total revenue surpassing 90 billion Indian rupees in 2021. Huge. And I did read somewhere that Hollywood releases 500 films a year, whereas Bollywood releases 1,000. Huge market, but it is very specific. So that we did actually recently a live pitch session that focused on the territory of India. And we did feature a UK-based music supervisor that is killing it in the Indian sync industry. So it is very specific, but it can be very lucrative. Okay, next we have Chinese cinema, which is noted for producing high-quality films that are known all over the globe, with a box office of $6.78 billion a year, second only to Hollywood. Okay, and then we have the United Kingdom. Yay! Which has produced some of the finest films in the last decade, with a total box office of 1.9 billion. The film business in the UK produced 6.5 billion in 2016, which was significantly less than China. The government is providing a significant boost, including tax benefits for film production, and Pinewood Studios is one of the most well-known film studios in the United Kingdom. And in 2016, the film industry spent 2.4 billion on production. And we have had a massive major build on film studios, new film studios in the UK as well, which was dubbed going to be more like Hollywood. So that's quite exciting for us here in the UK. And then Japan, 1.8 billion in box office receipts in 2015. It's one of the largest in Asia. In 2016, the Japanese film business brought in almost 2 billion. Japan's cinema industry is one of the world's oldest, having begun production in 1987. I was 3, just giving away my age there. Cinema in South Korea. So the South Korean film business has a total income of roughly 1.7 billion, making it the world's 5th largest film industry. It was founded in 1945 and has since grown to become one of the most prominent film companies globally, introducing the globe to genres such as K-pop and Korean horror. I am a massive horror fan, so I am a fan of Japanese and Korean horrors. And obviously K-pop is huge. So Korea's been doing really well. The South Korean film industry has gone a long way from its inception. Then we have France, which dates back to 1895. It's one of the world's oldest. It presently earns 1.4 billion per year, making it the 7th biggest film business. And then after that, the history of German cinema may be traced back to 1895, when short films were first produced. Since then, the industry has gone through numerous ups and downs. The German film business brought in roughly 1.4 billion in income, making it the 8th wealthiest film industry. Then we have Australia. Australian cinema produced roughly 0.6 billion in 2016, putting it at number 9 in the world's wealthiest film industries. Cinema, since its founding in 1906, has produced several films and is considered one of the boom and dust industries because of its unstable nature. Many performers and directors began their careers in Australian films, and some have gone on to become well known and have a worldwide name in the business, and many have gone to LA, to be honest. Let's be honest, that's what they've done. Okay, so then we have Mexico, 10th on the world's wealthiest film industries. The Latin American film industry used to be in charge, made roughly 0.8 billion in income, sold 30.5 million tickets, and is now home to a slew of well-known personalities. So that is our wrap on some of the top countries in film. We've looked at some of the film festivals and what some of the countries are bringing in terms of cinema. And I hope that you have found that very informative, and I'll see you on the next session.